Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Mai-Star. Mai-Star is a game designed by designer Seiji Kanai. He's done some great stuff, Love Letter, a whole bunch of these little box games. Published by AEG, plays 3 to 6 players, and I don't even know what the time is, but it's like screaming fast, 30 to 40 minutes, if that. And what you're trying to do here is you're trying to become the best geisha, the best new geisha in the land. The old geisha is retiring, I think. There's some story, who cares? But you're trying to be the best geisha that you can be, and you're going to have 3 different types of traits that you're trying to grow. There's going to be entertainment, service, and intellect, and you're trying to attract people to come stay in your place or promote you by advertising what you're all about. This is a card game. On your turn, you're going to take one of 5 different actions, and you're trying to run out of cards before everybody else to score the most points. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go on the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Mai-Star, all set up for 3 players. Setup's pretty easy. You're going to take these cards. I think there's 75 of them. Shuffle them. Deal each player 5 in the first round. Then each player is going to take a different back card. There's 6 of them. And you're going to take a geisha. You can either do it randomly, give each player 2, they pick 1, whatever. And that's going to be your special player power, start you out with some skills that you're going to need to host some guests and all that kind of thing. And then we're going to play. Now, the game is really straightforward. It's 3 rounds, and we're going to be doing 1 of 5 different actions on our turn. So I'll be this player, we'll go around, and then we'll play through a round. So the way the cards look, I'll just put a card here so you can see it. The cards are going to have a couple things. They're going to have a cost of a certain type of trait. So in this case, service. I need to have 7 in my pool here to play this as a guest. If I played it as a guest, it's then worth 6 points. It's going to give me a special ability down here that I can take when I play it as a guest. Now, or that's one action. I can advertise. If I want to advertise, I put it down next to my geisha, and now my service has been increased to 4. So now I have 4 service helping me play other guests. Nothing else on the card matters. This is all that matters. Next thing, and if you advertise, you draw another card. If you play a guest, you don't draw a card. You want to be the person that runs out of cards at the end of the round. Next is introduce. I can take 2 cards from my hand. If I didn't want them, like say my blue was really low and I couldn't get more blue, I could take them, discard, draw 2 new cards. Then I can exchange. I can exchange 1 advertiser with a card from my hand. So I could, maybe I get a better advertiser. So I take this one, and I play this down as an advertiser because it bumps up all the stats here. So I put that back in my hand. And the next thing I can do is I can just search. I can just draw a card at the top. You don't really want to do that because you don't want to be adding cards, but sometimes you have to. And then once we do all that, we're gonna, when we run out of cards, we'll do some scoring, and then we'll play through the second round and third round, getting 1 additional card in our starting hand each time. So let's go ahead and go. I'm gonna play as Harakaze Spring Breeze. Her power is, when you draw a card after taking an advertisement action, draw 2 extra cards, then put 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of the draw deck. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'll go ahead and play this as an advertisement. So normally I'd have to draw 1 card, but with her, I get to draw 2 extra, and then I get to put 2 cards that I want at the bottom of the draw deck. So I'm gonna focus on, my hand has a lot of blue, so we'll focus on, I want this one, I want that one, that one, that one, that one. I'm going to put these at the bottom of the deck, and that's my turn. So I played an advertisement, and I drew my cards and did my ability. All right, so these cards will just hang out. Now this player is, I can't read these, Akan Ahoshi, Morning Star. Add 3 to 1 reputation value during your turn, only use once per round. So when you do it, I would just like tap it or slide it or something. Now this player has some cards, and they're going to do something as well. And I think what they want to do is they're going to advertise, and they're going to advertise with a green. So they now have 4 green, then they draw a card, and that's their turn. All right. Then it's this player. They have Natsumi, Summer Sea. When you play a blue guest, after applying its effect, you may play an extra blue guest. use a maximum of twice per turn, which is pretty cool. So they're gonna let you. She's gonna let you play extra guests. All right, so let's go ahead and get a guest in, so you can see how that works. So this player is gonna play a guest. It costs 1 green. They have 1 green, which is intelligence, I believe. And it's going to cause one player, they don't have to draw a card. It's going to cause one player to draw a card, and I think I'm going to have this player draw a card. So they're going to make me draw a card, and that's that. And then back to me, back to my turn. I'd like to play a guest as well, because that's where the points are. So let's actually... I'm going to try to do something else. So I'm going to play an advertiser. Let's advertise green. So we're going to advertise here. So now I advertise 2 green. So now I'm at 8 green. And I have to draw 1 for advertising. And then I draw 2 more for my special ability. And then I can put any 2 cards that I want on the bottom of the deck. And I will put... Whoa. Oh, fail. I'll put these 2 cards on the bottom of the deck. And then pick up this card. And then it's this player's turn. All right. So then they're going to do the same thing. They're going to look at their cards. And they're going to play. And they're going to play this guest. So they're going to play this guest here. It needs 4 green. It's worth 4 points. They have 4 green, 3 plus 1. They don't have to draw a card. And target player discards his or her newest guest. So that has to be this one. They're the only one that has a guest. So that player discards a card. All right. Then back to this player. They're going to go ahead and play another guest. It costs 1. They have 1. Target player draws a card because they hit them earlier. They're going to make this player draw a card. They don't have to draw a card because they played a guest. Then back to me. I am going to advertise. I'll advertise with... No, I'll play a guest. So I'm going to play this guest. So target player discards his or her newest advertiser. This is the only one with an advertiser, so that's going to go away. Then back to this player. And this player didn't have to draw a card because they played a guest. Man, I had no good cards. All right, they're going to play this guest. This is now a Ronin. It costs 2 service. They have 3. If something would cause them to discard a card, they could get rid of the Ronin and protect themselves. So that's cool. They don't have to draw a card because they played a guest. Back to this player. When you play a blue guest, you could play it twice. Ooh, let's do that. So let's do that. No, I'm going to play an advertiser. So I had to draw a card. Because I was trying to get some better cards. Okay, that's their turn. Back to me. I'm going to play an advertiser because I need to get some cards. So I'm going to draw a card for advertiser. Then I'm going to draw 2 more cards and replace 2 to the bottom. And I will replace these 2 to the bottom. All right, and that's my turn. Then it's this player again. Man, they have a lot. Maybe they can get another guest out. Let's do it. Let's keep getting them out. I'm going to play another guest. Target player draws 1 card. They're going to make me draw a card. Okay, done. They don't have to draw another card because they played a guest. This player, they don't really want to play any of this. Oh yeah, they'll play this. They'll play this guest. Target player draws 2 cards. They're going to give it to this player because they have the most guests out. They don't have to draw a card because they played a guest. Back to me. I'm going to play an advertiser. 5, 6, 8, 9. I get to draw a card, then draw 2 more cards and put 2 on the bottom for my special ability. All right. And I'm just going to dump these 2 to the bottom. That was my turn. This player is... Man, they've been able to play anything. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to use my ability. I can add 3 to 1 reputation value during my turn. And I'm going to play this sumo. Cost 5 green. I only had 3 green. But I get to look at a player's hand and discard a card of my choice. And that's going to really hurt. Because they're going to look at my hand. And what I've been working on, you can see me getting a bunch of green out here. They're going to discard this Shogun. There are a couple black cards in the deck that are going to do really awesome things. This one costs 10 of any skill, so I was working on green. Worth 10 points, and I can turn every card that's left in my hand as a guest. So that's rough. It's going to give me a pile of points. So they see this card in my hand, they're discarding it, and that hurts. That hurts a lot. Okay. Then to this player, they are going to play this one as a guest. Draw a card. Okay. Then back to me. That's painful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this doctor instead. It costs 7 green, 5, 6, 8. I'm at 9 green. And I can take an additional turn. So I'm going to play this one. Costs 4 green, worth 4 points. And target player draws 2 cards, and I'm going to hit them because they took my best card away. All right. Then it's their turn. They will get some stuff here. They need some advertising. So they're going to advertise with this one. So now I'm at 5 blue. That's confusing. And just know that I use my ability because sideways messes with my head. Okay. So there's that. Draw a card. Done. This player, all they want to do is, they don't want to do anything right now. They're just going to draw a card. So they're going to search the deck for a card. They drew the doctor. And they're done. This player is going to oh, never mind. I'm good. Going to play a sumo wrestler. Look at a player's hand and discard 1 card of your choice. I'm still mad at this player. And this one is a high points, so that card is now gone. Then it's their turn. And they are going to 3, 5, 4 red. And I can't play any. So I'll play this one. I need 4 blue. I have 5 blue. Target player draws 2 cards. We'll spread it around. We'll actually help this player because they needed some cards. Then it's their turn. And they are going to got another black card. A monk needs 9 of any skill, 10 points. You can discard your entire hand. So that's going to end the round, which is pretty awesome. But I think what I want to play is this one. So when you play a blue guest, you may apply its effects. You may play an extra blue guest. So, okay, so this one's going to let me play another guest of this color. So I will play this one. Now, normally I would be able to play another guest because of my ability, but I only have the doctor and I need 7 blue and I only have 5, so I can't do that. But this one's going to protect me. I now have some protection cards, which is good. Back to this player. I'm going to play this. I take 1 advertising action, so I draw 1 and then I draw 2 more. And then I will get rid of 2. We'll get rid of these 2. All right, done. Then we're moving back to this player. They have so much stuff they can play still. They need more advertising, so they're going to advertise some red. So now they're advertising for red is blue, or 5. They draw a card. Done. Back to this player. They have 4 red. They're actually going to play this monk as advertising. It bumps up everything, but it's giving up on 10 points, and they get a draw card. Back to me. I'm going to play this 5 blue, and I want to discard just randomly this card from them. Again, I'd look at it. I'm just trying to save some time. Then this player, they're going to play the thief. Target player discards his newest guest, and we're going to hit this one. The newest means farthest one to the right, and they're done. Then this player, they have 3 cards left. They're going to 3. They have 5 red. They need some more green. There's 6. So they're going to just draw a card. Dang it. All right, back to me. I have 1 card left, and I'm going to play it as a guest. Take the newest advertiser from a target player and add it to your advertisers. It doesn't really matter here because the round is over, but I'll take this one. All right, and that's the end of the round. Now, at the end of the round, you're going to do some scoring. You can see this is a game we played before, me, Katie, and Brandon. And you're going to put your score here. So I'm going to score 3, 9, 13, 16, 17, 22. So I'd put 22 there. Minus any cards I have in my hand. I don't have any. This player is going to score 2, 6, 8, minus 2 for each card in your hand. So they get 0 points. And then this player will get 4, 6, 8, 11, 15, 19, minus 4. So they'll get 15 points. And then you're going to add up your score. We're going to reshuffle all the cards. We're going to deal out 6 cards, do it again. We'll end the round, do some scoring. We'll deal out 7 cards, do it again. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 3rd round is the winner. And that is how you play Mai-Star. Let's go up the top, see what you think about it. All right, so that was Mai-Star. Now, what you saw is what this game is. I'm not going to, I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's a card game. What I showed you is how the game works. What the cards look like, that's what they are. They can be used in one of 2 different ways. They can either be an advertisement or a guest. So multi-use cards is always cool. The rule book is really straightforward. Tells you what you need to do. Gives you backstory and all the geishas if you're into that thing. Gives you some rule clarifications. Tells you what to do at the end of the round. No complaints in this rule book. We also really love these AEG games that are in this box. We went to Origins one year and we bought like 5 of these. They were $5 a piece. And they gave us like 3 of them for free. So we got like 8 games for $25. It was awesome. And this was one of them. And Katie loves Japanese art. Or Chinese. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm not great with where geishas are from. This would probably be China, I think. I don't know. Either way. She loves Asian art, let's put it that way. And so we had to get it. And if she was here, she would be talking way more high praise about this game than me. I think it's a great game, but she loves this game. And I have no issues with it either. It's a pretty straightforward card game. You play over 3 rounds, and you're just trying to play your cards as effectively as you can to score the most points and run out of cards. Maybe stick some other people with some cards. Get rid of other people's guests so they lose points. So a little bit of take that, but it's a short game, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I am going to give this a BGM acceptance seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Mai-Star from AEG. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.